I think we're at a time where it's not just consistency and it's not just talent. You can't be being your raw, authentic self while you're still following your path. One way or another, you're gonna find a way to make things work the more that you are fueled with the fire. Talent is like a side-by-side thing with consistency, because even people who have natural talent, without enough effort around the craft of a skill, there's nothing skillful around having talent. Talent as an idea has died anyway. Nobody really cares about having talent. You don't need talent to make money. You don't need talent to get anywhere. Just showing up, being consistent itself teaches you a lot. I think the reason why most people don't make it in things that they say they want to make it in, they don't realize they're doing it because it looks cool or because of something that isn't done. Because if you're doing something that you love, then it doesn't really matter whether someone inspires you to do it or not, specifically to a certain point. I think that's why, like, when people, complain about being musicians or streamers or whoever decides to complain about the amount of effort and consistency required to get the results, you're also getting into an industry that has a really huge amount of upside in it. It's an entrepreneurial thing still. There's just no separation. Like, anyone can be a musician, but if you really want to add in everything else, you're gonna have to apply it to the rest of the world. Business principles. Most people just aren't built getting where they want to be with some things like they say they are. This is what changed for me in my whole music journey. When I asked myself, this is what I really want, this is what is required, reality has to set in that this is what that means in today's world. That's what it means to be an artist, is also to be a content creator. A lot of people just forget that although the medium has changed, all of your favorite artists at some point had content creation around them. Of course, it's so much more independent now, and there's a lot of other layers to it. Some of our favorite songs went viral before TikTok because of memes. Everyone's pathway is paved so differently. Sure, some people in their first 10 videos were able to get enough attention to get 1 million streams on a song. If that's not my journey, then maybe I have to make 1 million videos. If you love something so much, then you will sacrifice your own pride and ego just so that you can find success in it. And ultimately, that's what's going to make you become the best version of yourself. I think it's very interesting how streaming has kind of become an artificial game. It is definitely pay to play. If someone truly had the funds, then they could make themselves a big streamer. People forget that we are in the most abundant time to make something of yourself in any creative space. The entire streaming industry right now kind of incentivizes view botting, because I definitely feel like there are some inflated numbers. I feel like that's also kind of what's happening on Kick, where the people in their program are artificially inflating their numbers, trying to pair that also with the clips, inflating the way somebody looks on their platform. It seems really interesting how I go to a platform that is really still only getting majority of its audience based on the bigger people on it. When I look at the difference between that and Twitch just has so much more, still has so many more people on it. I'll never understand how people can just keep doing things that they absolutely hate and then think that somehow their life is magically going to be different. Maybe you just get addicted, your life being mediocre. It's just a part of the human conditioning. We like to stay within our ego familiarity rather than trying to get out of our comfort zone or get into anything that isn't comfort. It's where a lot of society's problems stem from. We have been generationally traumatized collectively, that's where these generations are coming around, and people will act like future generations could. Just because people before them did not know doesn't mean that they won't be the ones to know. Eventually somebody learns. In every lineage, there always is somebody who gets born, heals things, or learns things that hadn't been learned yet. But you are in a social credit system. The credits you have are based on your level of attention. You could say status within the social hierarchy. Cashing in somebody's chips or cashing in their attention would be very similar to like making a video where you've built a brand that now lets you sell a product. It's basically what people trying to build a brand or build an audience on quote-unquote social media, or the media sites are doing now. What's the whole point of making content other than having fun? To obviously make a living off of it. Living in a social credit system right now. Everything in the world that is gonna come, that people see from movies and TV shows, they think it's gonna be like that. They think it's gonna be that bad. There's not gonna be any other details to it, just what they see in the movie. But the movie is just to somewhat give you an ideal depiction of the idea. Maybe that's why algorithms have so much suppression now that they have so much more input. They need people to feel like they have to keep posting or keep being involved. Somehow gonna equate to this mental lottery. It's still there too, that's the thing, but they have definitely skimmed it. It's crazy we live in a world can have more output than most people and be doing a lot more, still be like struggling and broke and not know if what I'm doing is actually even worth it. How can I be upset? It's the easiest time ever to be a streamer. When I was trying to do this back in 2017, 2018, 2016, the only way that you were really gonna grow is basically personal relationship, having connections with other streamers and getting into their circle. The primary way was actually just YouTube and making other types of content, but most people didn't really see that as the avenue to bring more people to your stream. Yo, I baited the fuck out of them in chat. Yo, I'm like, you know, you guys love me this much, then come into my stream. Nobody wants to support the small streamers these days, man. I don't know why I turned into Morty. I don't know why I turned into Morty talking about how people don't want to support small streamers, but I'll fucking do it. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, why is this a thing? What, bro? Why can you hold him forever? See, here we go again. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Why is this real? I'm not playing fucking Overwatch anymore, bro. What is this game?
Laughing all the way.
Let's get it! He asked, what kind of music do I like? I can tell you what I don't like. I don't like country, pop, maybe some hyper pop. I don't really listen to a lot of electronic music. There's no fucking way, bro. Everything that I write about is about my personal experience. Aside from anything that's a joke, everything that I write about in every song I have is related to some real experience that I've had. Here's my problem. I need more heavy music. At some point for my entire project, I want to recruit a couple producers and more writers. What inspired my name around MW2, MW3? I originally was going by Aero. For a minute, I just was doing that in different variations. After I got out of a couple teams, needed to settle on having a shorter gamer tag. Problem was that most gamer tags that were under 7 letters were all taken. I got into a random MW3 lobby with somebody, and his name was Aeromist. Keep in mind, this was like 2000 and I want to say 10 or 11. And I asked him where he got his name from, and he got it from a fucking Google name generator. I was like, can I take an idea from that? It'd be so cool if I named myself Aeromist. Ironically enough, 3 or 4 months down the line, me and him weren't even friends anymore. I just changed my name. Because 8 letters was like the sweet spot if you wanted to still have a short gamer tag that didn't split the feed. Splitting the feed in the Call of Duty sniping days with kill feeding was fucking treacherous. The fact that he's going that fast is just stupid. Like, it's utterly disgusting what I'm watching. We think that you have to put in a lot of work or effort, and you have to grind, and you have to do all these things. That is a part of hustle culture, and hustle culture is very toxic and actually completely disengages the principle of receiving. Just because you input and you constantly put inputs in does not mean that equals you getting a result or receiving something. It's almost like having a sense of entitlement when trying to put in so much effort. Like, man, this should equal this. This world is really based on alignment. It has nothing to do with that. Biggest caveat to that is that if you decide to just exponentially do 100 times more than everyone else you know, I don't and have not seen a single person doing anything close to what I'm doing. There will be a downtime where I have to understand how to relax and have balance with these things, because I need to be willing to receive. If I only think that my effort is what's going to be the reason why I have results, I'm going to be gravely disappointed, but I'm also going to completely take myself further away from what I want, because what I want also requires me to be willing and my nervous system to be ready to be seen and heard and experienced at that level. And if I'm moving in any form of survival or whatever else it is, and we're not just having fun, like, that's the big thing for me with this right now, and doing it as I am, I'm still having a lot of fun. When the work no longer feels like work and the work feels like play, that's where you can do exponentially 100 times more than everyone else, because the person who thinks something about, man, I posted 3 times today, I'm good. Motherfucker, I posted 100 times in an hour time span.
Ana has triple-digit healing. That seems to be the root of our problem.
But you're also playing ball. Their whole team just gets to walk on us.
Okay, they are on Brawl.
They're not even fighting you, running us down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're walking past
so
you, and their whole team is
ignore
in
the
spawn.
stupid.
Ignore, we're getting fucked.
You do understand what the role of a tank is, right?
To make space, yes, I'm aware.
You're supposed to play
No!
with your team or peel for them.
No,
Yeah,
that's
depending
not
on
how you play Wrecking Ball, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying wrecking ball. I said tank.
Not all tanks are meant to peel.
So if your team needs peel, what are you as the tank supposed to do?
I'm supposed to kill the support.
But you can't because their Lucio is speed boosting this Ryan and he's shitting us. I'm also watching in real time. They are just avoiding you and looking at everyone else. Playing this game is just like one of two coins. It's either my team somehow is good, shits on the other team. The reverse happens, and there's no in between. I feel like I'm not even playing a game where I get to have any influence unless I'm somehow the person who kills everybody. Does Pride Month just bring out the gayest of all the gay motherfuckers? I'm so confused. Oh, I'm dead.
I'll avenge you,
Jeez.
baby. I'll avenge you.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Why am I playing this game?
'Cause you're gay.
I don't agree with this statement. I brought it. Yo, that combo was disgusting. Bye. Have a good time. Bro, I have just been dicking on this May the whole fucking game. Oh my god! Yeah! Oh! Yeah, I don't like holding on to music at all, but I'm trying to change my dynamic with making the music. When I made my last EP, the Dark Trap one, which I'm not sure if any of you guys heard that one or not, I really took the time to make sure like every song felt like a banger to me. There was like 2 beats, didn't like them. I was trying to force myself to be like, yeah, this is hard, but it wasn't. I decided that I would actually go in and figure out what didn't sound right to make it sound better. And I usually don't do that. I'm usually just like, man, if I did it the first time, then I'm gonna just leave it, and I mentally make it some type of chore for whatever fucking reason. I think a habit everybody should learn to break is not mentally create friction between you and something. Anytime you're thinking of doing something, start talking all of those things into yourself about, oh man, I don't really want to do this. It's gonna feel kind of hard to do it. I don't like whatever else it is. You're just building a mental framework to stop you from doing something that you probably want to do anyway. So I really try to make sure I don't talk myself in certain ways. On my last EP, I like replaced 2 of the samples with something different, and I ended up making, I feel like 2 of the best songs actually from that EP because I did that. You know what I mean? Like, he's like not gonna let me fucking. How, bro? What the fuck? Why is this character so fucking hard to kill, bro? I don't understand. If they don't implement the roleplay mechanics of GTA roleplay into the game will be unplayable. It will not be worth it. I think the backbone, Grand Theft Auto's endgame is still just going to be literally replicating things in the game to have as many actions as possible that mimic like what real life would be. Ryan still? Oh yeah, this should be pretty free. That was really bad. I don't even want to talk about it. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with everyone playing Overwatch? They either talk about sucking dick and men, or they start doing racist, weird shit. Like, I don't, like, what else? I just don't understand. I think my team is gonna do it. Wait, did he just do it? He took the ram off the map! Fucking hate that character so much, but when it's not happening to me, it's fire.